a few things we brought over the last week or so from different auctions, ready to go in the shop. Okay, we'll start with the first two items. 1968 jerry can, MOD supplied, so as you can see it's still got all the writing on. Beautiful patina, looks really nice in this colour I think. It's a really good advertising piece, just to sit in the corner, or you know, or maybe we do something with it, I don't know yet, we'll see. This is one thing I'm really happy with. It's an old heat lamp, but you can see the size of it, really imposing size. I'm not going to use it as a heat lamp, but what I'm going to do is rewire it, take this bit out, keep the cage, and yeah, make it into just a normal lamp. I reckon we can get a good price on that, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, look at that. Awesome.
Okay, we've got a lovely oak barometer. As you can see, the way it's been carved at the bottom is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, the carving's really nice, isn't it?
And then the dial's quite simple, but looks quite nice as well at the same time.
I do think the only thing we need to do with this one is open up this and just get the dust and gunge out of it. Make sure it's all nice and clean, put it all back together. A couple of bits might need a little bit of tightening up, you know, just a bit of glue, that's all.
It's still got the mercury in it as well,
yeah,
so that's all still working.
It's quite cold here today, less than 20.
We do sell quite a lot of barometers though, don't we? People like specific sizes, details on it, so we do like to have quite a few in stock.
Yeah, this is one of the medium sized ones we've got, so yeah. Let's have a quick look at the back. I don't think there's much on it. No.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Oh, look at this advertising mirror. Looks gorgeous. Look, you can see us in there. Hi!
Now, a little bit of tape on it, which just needs cleaning off. But that's it, really.
You'd be amazed, though, at how many people are interested in advertisement.
Yeah, I mean, Pepsi's probably not as popular as Coca-Cola, but...
Still looks lovely. I mean, look at that design there in the middle.
Really nice.
Looks really nice. I like the writing as well. You know, when you feel it as well, that's not actually on the glass, that's behind.
Yeah, so hopefully that'll just be a quick clean up, scrape anything off the front which it shouldn't be there, and get that straight into the shop. As you can see, we've got a couple of stereoscopes, one from the 1950s, the Model E, so I think that was built around 1955 or somewhere around there. We've got a lot of nice Viewmaster reels with it as well. Probably not greatly viewable on here, but
not the best.
But then these things we've been going since the 1800s, so this is probably about 1890. This bit is to hold the card, and you can put it closer, further, depending on, you know, what your eyesight's like. It does need a bit of repair, so we'll need to put a new holder on one side, and here there's usually a piece of wood and a little guard, so it splits the two out, so you're not looking through these and seeing one item. It's splitting your eyes out so you can see everything separately. So, but really interesting. Tell the age. So these, all the ducks going to market. Lots of English ones, some American ones, some nice, interesting. What the hell's that? But yeah, a lot of these are advertising old things and just showing
that one,
old things.
Faded.
But you can tell these were made by different companies. So this is an American company, 1803.
1803.
Or 1903, one of the two. Matlock Church. I'll take the bikes down there.
History.
Liverpool, 1897 there. Where we got there? That's somewhere in London, Cheapside, I think. But yeah, there's so many different ones of these of different things. It's amazing. It's amazing what you find. We have sold a couple of these in the past in different varying conditions, but this one I do want to get back up to completely working, so I'll put the new bit in there. Yeah, so you'll probably see that on my other channel, Gareth Norman Makes, where I just restore things as well. So yeah, that's a nice one. Got an old. Well, I
was going to say, we did a blog on our website, What's in the Box, and it was about the exciting stuff that you get from auction. And we've got like lots of little bits in the box up there, look. And before you opened the box, I was going to ask everyone what's in the box.
Well, I'll lock it, shall I? Locked box. Unlocked box.
Oh, look.
What's in the box?
We've got some tools in here.
So, some not so old tools, probably 60s, 70s, a nice little set square there, Stanley.
This looks like a button hook that side.
It is a button hook that side, but I'm not sure what it is that side. Maybe a small shoehorn, but it's definitely made in England.
Chisel.
A lovely chisel. There's usually a maker's mark somewhere around here on the bottom. There's not one on this one, so it's
Well, chisels are always a good seller, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, you get a lot of people that try and do restorations, but try and do it in the old style as well. So what have we got here?
I think that's a scribing tool of some point. See the two little points on there. If you twist it, it comes apart, so you can do it to whatever distance you want. But that's something I'll have to have a look at. And that all that needs is a little clean up, and that'll be on the shelf.
That's an interesting shaped hammer.
It's a very small hammer. This bit's made of leather here, so it's probably used for pattern beating or something like that. You know, beating out metal to a certain shape. So, but if you have a look in here, we've got a lot of awls for different things. They're quite nice.
I think that's have a good look and actually see.
Yeah.
What? Look at that nice little spirit level.
Yeah. Lovely spirit level again. Just, I don't think it even needs that much of a clean.
No, interesting.
To be honest.
It's got clear liquid in the middle, because usually they're coloured liquid.
They are.
That's quite nice.
Yeah. No, that again, that'll be in the shop, and then that's just a marking tool. So we'll have to have a look at what company that is. I'm sure we can make something out from what's left of the.
It's quite interesting though, isn't it, to sit and try and work out some of these things we're not sure about.
But yeah,
it's an interesting history.
These are the sort of things you get in there, and I'm saying that just looks like a stick or something. Probably went on something, because there is pins at either end, so it might have been something to roll something on. But hey, it's always useful in the workshop.
The box is lovely though, isn't it? Especially with the key. Nice wooden box.
Yeah. So yeah, nice little pine box that we'll probably do something with.
And then the excitement. What's in here? Should we just tip it out?
Can do if you want.
And then let's go.
I'm being very careful in the tip out. There we go.
What's in here? Ow! Just got stabbed.
So we've got a couple of little commemorative coins. So we've got Prince of Wales and Diana, Lady Diana Spencer. This is from '77. Nice little commemorative coin. Trying to remember what it's commemorating. And another royal wedding commemorative coin. They're not worth a whole lot, but they're pretty cool. They'll just go in the Boxo coins we've got, and until we can have a good look through them.
And this is nice and sparkler. Nice Celtic cross. We get quite a lot of interesting Celtic crosses, don't we?
Even if it's costume jewellery, it's still
nice.
something
That's nice
quite
little It's obviously doesn't look like it's a real stone, it's a gem, but quite nice.
Yeah, it's
Nice little clasp on the back.
yeah. Let's have a look here. Made in Scotland. It's cheap and cheerful, but it looks nice.
What else have we got?
A little whistle.
A whistle. Trying to see if it works.
I think it does work actually. So yeah, just need to put it on a little
What else
something.
have we got? We've got another pin badge.
Pin badges are a slow burner, but they are good. You know, you get some really nice ones. The ones which I really like are usually First World War, Girl Guides, Scouts, stuff like that. But you do get some nice modern ones as well.
And along with our pin badges, tie clips, that's another thing that we sell quite a few of.
Yeah. And then I think we've just got a couple more pin badges. One from a company, nice little tie clip there.
Tie clip.
A Sheffield crested bicycle thingy.
What's that one? Oh, that's
Just
a pin badge.
another pin badge. So we've got a couple of little pen knives here with some really nice mother of pearl on. So we'll just what we usually do with these ones, we know that one's it's not hugely expensive, but they are pretty cool. I haven't got any nails, so I can't get it out, but there you go. It's a nice little knife. And this one wouldn't surprise me if it's Sheffield made. Usually are. Again, they usually have something around the base if it's something special or more interesting, but that's just a little hang on a keychain sort of thing. Yeah, a couple of old keys.
Then we've got some cufflinks. Vintage cufflinks are quite nice. You find some really interesting shapes and styles of them. Not really a thing that people wear so much now, but they're still highly collectible.
Yeah. And if you do, you might as well have a nice vintage
nice
pair
ones.
on.
Oh, what's this? A £1 note. Oh, got a couple in there.
We've got four very, very crisp £1 notes.
So again, we're going to have to look at the details on it. You'll find they've got serial numbers on them. Serial numbers are quite specific, aren't they?
Yeah, a lot of them like the early serial numbers. They're the more popular ones. But pound notes, there's a lot of them about.
Yeah, if you're collecting them though, and you're looking for specific serial numbers to add to your collection, then we have a look at them and see what people are looking for.
Yeah, and they won't cost £1.
Oh, what was in that?
It's a little harmonica.
Oh yeah.
So it's called a Pro Harp. It's a Hohner, so you know the main company that that makes a lot of these sort of things. A lot of wind instruments, American style wind instruments. So yeah.
Go on, give us a little tune on it.
I can't. I can't play them. But yeah. And then just a couple of little bits here. It's saying you've got a couple of keys, which again will go in our box of keys, just to see if anything turns up without a key. We'll test them all.
Keep me down.
So yeah, there we go. That's that box. So it's a little bit of an old medal that is. It says silver, so that could be silver plated. It could be silver. But what we'll do, we'll get that checked with the magnet and a few other bits and bobs just to see where we are with it.
Yeah, there's lots of ways you can test silver and quite interesting ways as well.
Yeah, there we go. So we'll throw all that back in there.
Okay, we have another box full of some nice items. This one though is particularly interesting. It's a advertising tin as such. We do have a lot of advertising tins for round trays. Now this is a chocolate tin.
Yeah.
But on the front it is commemorating a coronation, but it's specific to Leicester, so a nice bit of local history. And the good thing about it as well is when we opened it up, there is newspaper articles. Now,
So this is from 1911, this tin.
So it's marking the 1911 coronation,
yeah.
and here it explains to you exactly what the significance of Leicester in particular is to this. The only problem is we don't know which newspaper this is out of.
I'm going to assume it's probably from the Leicester Mercury, and I'm assuming that this tin is the tin that's in the article.
Yes.
So it's a little article about.
And then we've got another section here.
Yeah, we'll put that.
Which further explains. So it said a treasured souvenir, the coronation chocolate tin, dating from 1911 and is still in fine condition despite its years. And there's a nice little article here.
The council was forward thinking and enterprising enough to be involved with a commercial enterprise in promoting Leicester. So it's a promotion of Leicester. Along with the, yeah.
I mean, at the time we've got the tin, there's only newspaper articles in there, there's no chocolates in there. But still, a lovely
Which I want to expect, because if someone got chocolates from 1911, in 1911, they would have been wolfed down in 2 seconds flat by the sound of it. But yeah, it still looks in absolutely cracking condition.
Now what we might do is, to any potential buyer of this, that might be enough for them with the newspaper articles, but sometimes we like to delve a little bit deeper and just find a bit more history about what's happened to this tin, where it became about, just more so we can learn, especially when it comes to local history.
Yeah, we'll sometimes put it up on a blog, we'll sometimes do a video like we're doing now. Or, and the other thing as well, when we do stick it up for sale, it'll either be at the moment on eBay, but soon, hopefully, our website will be ready with the sales side of it on there as well, so it'll all be encompassed in one system rather than eBay, Etsy and whatnot, so it'll just be in store and on the website.
I'm excited because we get some more stuff.
Go on, crack on.
Okay, so a box.
What's in the box?
Ooh. So this looks like an optometrist.
Optometrist.
If you can say that word. So that looks quite in good condition.
Okay.
Oh, that says there. Ultralens.
It's called the Ultralens. I think it's 2 C-size batteries it needs, but it's basically, there's a light in here, in this bit, and yeah, you put it on what you're looking at, so there's a little guide there as well. Just move that out of the way so it's a bit lighter behind it, to do the sizings and everything like that. So yeah, you can size things against it, and basically it's like a miniature microscope.
Yeah, and we've got a little booklet now to use it. Have we got a spare bulb in this box by any chance?
That's a spare bulb as well.
Wow, that's quite good. I like the inlay of this box as well.
So what we'll do with this is basically make sure it works and get it up in the shop, because this is a cool and quirky item.
We do get a lot of people collecting chemist items and medical instruments.
So there we go. Any more boxes? Any more boxes?
There's stuff in the box. We have a dressing table set. We do sell quite a lot of dressing table sets. Again, it's something that you get lots of different styles for. Needs a little bit of a clean. I mean, this has got like some beautiful needlework inside it. But it is looking a little bit rough wear down the bottom, so it's going to need a good clean.
Leave it flat and then I think the thing is... But yeah, so it's needlework inside, and the work at the bottom here, there's a little sort of like open work here. Is lovely, isn't it?
So looking at the bristles then on the comb and the brush, you're probably looking about 1950s, 60s.
It is 50s, it's nylon.
because of nylon. It's not horsehair or any other animal hair. So yeah, not particularly old, but still a nice vintage item.
So we'll sold as 50s, but we'll give it a clean up.
Oh, that's got a tooth missing.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But yeah, other than that,
it's got nice boxes. Well, I mean, we're showing the box as it is, but it has actually got a lid to it as well. So it's got a lovely box for it to sit in.
Yeah, it's another item.
Nice decorative item.
Yeah.
Someone might be interested in using it, but
again,
nice.
items this size will probably go in the shop and also go online. So always keep an eye on what we're doing online as well. Should we just pile these over there? So.
Yeah, let's move that out unless we've got some space. Okay.
Battery's flashing on this, so we've not got too much longer. With this is a separate item we bought from the auction. I do love my magic lantern slide, so I've already had a quick delve into this one. So yeah, made by W. Butchers and Son in about 1905 to 1907. They're just absolutely gorgeous slides of butterflies.
And don't forget you restored a magic lantern, didn't you?
I did.
Which is on your Gareth Norman Makes YouTube channel.
Link in the bio. So yeah. But so what I'll probably be doing with this one is taking them out, running them through the lantern, just seeing what they look like on the big screen. And because it's such a nice little set, what I'll probably do is, rather than frame them like this, is build a box with LEDs around the edge and the back, and then bring them up front so you can see them in not all the glory, but in a nicer way than this has been done. But yeah, all good.
I think that'd be quite nice to show it like that as well, because obviously not everybody's got a magic lantern, so it'd be nice to use the slides in such a unique way. So yeah,
there we go.
Good. We're on to Smalls here.
Smalls.
Post office savings box, quite flexible.
Especially when the post office saving box is still boxed. So this one is post office one.
I've got another one actually. Have I got another one? Yes, I do.
Yeah, so we've got an East Midlands Trustee Savings Bank and the Post Office Savings Bank.
Okay, they go quite well, don't they? We've got quite a few collectors for them.
I say we don't put huge prices on them. We're just not greedy. We're reasonable, and
How to use the home safe.
Yeah, and when the safe is given up in good condition, the sum originally paid for it is repayable. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
And then, of course, you've got to do a cheeky little shake to see if there's anything in them.
But you notice that they don't have keys.
Yeah.
But the reason why is because you take them back to wherever you're saving, which is the reason why they give you the money back. A little bit like the glass bottles back in the day, and the milk bottles, returnables. And if you so desire, it may use for the purchase of national savings certificates. The money is not repayable at the time the safe is open, so I'm assuming that they opened them for you.
Yeah, which is a good way, really, because if you're putting stuff in it, you don't want to be dipping into it. You're saving for a reason.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, because back then it wasn't sort of like a holiday fund or anything. It was a rainy day fund, or might take a weekend in Margate or something. I don't know.
And then we come back to pin badges again.
So we've got Beijing.
Different ones there. Beijing
I think all of these are Beijing games. And a Chinese flag there, and a couple of little bits there, just not standard Beijing badges. So again, the pin badges will be going up boxed, unboxed. And then just these are the sort of things which they'll go. If they don't, we'll put them all together.
You're
somewhere.
You're talking about them, and I've moved on to the next item because it's pretty cool. This is the problem when you look in the box. It gets exciting. So, brass.
A stamp box.
A lovely stamp box as well.
You put all your stamps in, and you have your pennies, your 2 pennies, your 3 pennies, whatever whatever your thing is. Where you open it up and just go for it. But yeah, that is a nice heavy box. What does it say there?
I don't know if it's English. if I'm honest with you.
Gesh, so probably German. Probably German. But looking at the size, these are the right size for your standard size.
Yeah.
You know, decimal stamps or whatever, or you know, the before then. So yeah, that's a lovely little stamp box. That lovely little box. And I say got quite a bit of weight in that as well. So that's really nice.
And that is the end of that box.
Is that the end of that box?
Yeah, it is indeed.
I'll say it.
Some newspaper in the bottom of it.
Oh, let's have a look at that. It wasn't underwhelming. It was nice. I had some really cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go on to the next one.
So, a box of interesting items again. My first very interesting item out of this. What have you been buying at the auction?
I'll buy everything. Look, I like stuff which one is antique, so way over 100 years old. And come on, it's a tin opener in the shape of a ball. It's great.
It's a very old tin opener.
But look, it's been cast in 2 parts, or cast in 1 part, and you know, done like that. But I just love the naivety of it and the fact that it's not terribly detailed, but you can still tell what it is. And I don't know, they probably used the image of a bull for a tin opener, you know, so like a, you know, you know that it will do the job, you know. A nice strong item, and the fact that it's still 100 years later.
Yeah. There is one item on the top of this box that is very interesting. You can see a little bag wafting around here. So, what do you think it is? Look at those.
Cool. That is pretty damn cool.
They look like they might be silver chopsticks. We need to have a good look though, because there's what looks like a Chinese
like a
marking
hallmark,
on it.
as it were. Yeah.
Not entirely sure yet. We're going to need to look a bit more into it.
They are definitely silver. You can tell mainly by what people call a buttery feel. But we'll do the other test. We'll make sure it's not magnetic. We'll stick some ice on it, see how quickly it melts.
Yeah. And we'll have I think we need to have a good look at what the marking is.
Yeah. What I'll do as well, I'll take a close photo of these and stick it on the video as well, just so you can have a quick look.
I like these though, because they are attached together, so you're not using your chopsticks.
So, chopstick skills. So I like chopsticks, I like eating Chinese food, so I'm very adept at using the chopsticks. What about you?
I'm not that great. I tend to stab, which is not the way forward. So we'll put them back in the bag and move them to one side, shall we? Right, optical. You like your optical stuff?
I do. I like cameras and everything.
So how about these? Now we've sold quite a few of these before.
Right. So these are Miranda binoculars, but basically they are. Probably need a little bit of tightening up, but basically they're just compact binoculars, using at the track, horse racing.
Yeah.
A lot of them came out of Japan at the time. I've had a couple of Japanese companies with these, but these are just probably British or probably even German made, to be quite honest with you. But yeah.
Well, I do have some
the pop open.
Optical stuff for you. So we have these. I like to stick it on these ones.
Just sort of gives you an idea of the age. The depot, 1968, is that probably? 68. But they're by a company called Ross, out of London. They have been going over both World Wars, so they have been going a long while with this sort of equipment. As you can see, a little bit on the stiff side, so probably need it opening up, cleaning up, a little bit of lubrication just to get them working properly. But yeah, nice pair of binoculars.
Well, I've got some more binoculars, but shall we fast forward in time a little bit?
Cool.
Bit more heavier, bit more bulkier. But more full-size ones, really.
But made by the same company as the compact ones. Old binoculars. Yeah. Just slightly newer binoculars. These were probably made in the 70s, 80s, something like that. So they're still good, 40, 50 years old. But yeah, they are a sort of standard quality Miranda binoculars. They do a job. They're good for all bird spotters and peeping toms. They're absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, we do sell quite a few of those ones, don't we?
Yeah. So we do sell new to old. There are some better than other ones. You know, if you have your Zeiss lenses and all that lot, they're just much better optical quality. So, but for a good beginner bird spotter, bang on.
Right, ready?
Yeah.
What about this?
Oh, Polaroid land camera. This is one of the later models. So there's only a couple of dials on there. There's no flash. But yeah, how these usually work is you find your what film it is, and usually the battery is part of the film pack. So that you can see the little bits in there, and then when it's all in there mechanised up, you press your button, out it comes, and don't shake them. Don't shake it like a Polaroid picture. But yes, a nice little one. I'll check whether the film is still available for these ones, because I know the older ones it isn't anymore, but these ones I'm sure it is. But if I'm proved wrong, you'll probably see something on the video at the top or the bottom just to say, you know, I was wrong, or a link to where you can find the details.
So you're talking about flashes on those cameras. There is a flash here for that camera.
Cool, an old national flash. Again, these sort of things you either sort it out using your ISO or ASO, and then your aperture, so it knows how much light to throw out, or that you probably need for the photo. These older ones are usually all gunked up inside the battery compartment, but this is actually quite good. So we'll check that it works. I might try it on one of my cameras, because it's a single pin, so it should generally work on most cameras.
Like modern cameras?
I think it'll work on modern cameras as well, but it will definitely work on more vintage cameras. Like it's just, you know, they didn't have all the technology with all the multiple pins to do funny things, and, you know, more elaborate things. But, you know, the way I see it is you set your flash power, you know what you want, and that's it. You take your photo. You don't need all these ones that automatically try and figure it out for you. But that's just me.
Right, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
It's a little bit heavy. It's going back a little bit in time. Are you ready?
Oh. Cool. So yeah, this is probably his 1950s, 1960s, probably you know, about that age. So yeah, 8mm. As you see, you got your reels there. You put the other one there.
This is a film camera.
This is a film camera, yeah.
Photograph camera.
Got all your dials there for your settings. So yeah, you got your manual ASAs there. You basically put the film through this bit, and then the light hits it. You press your button to crack it on. But yeah, nice little lens, nice little camera, to be honest. So yeah, very popular sort of things. You got your reel winder, and yeah, everything to start it off. So it might be a little bit stiff, but that's just due to age and probably not being used all that much. So all good.
So just check we're still on.
We're still recording.
Okay, so we've got 3 boxes, and I don't know what's really in the boxes. So let's go with this one first.
Yeah.
So let's have a little peek. Ooh.
Oh.
Very
Right.
sparkler.
So that is, looking at this information on the side, sterling silver.
So it's a cruette set we've got.
It's a cruette set.
Look at the inside.
It's English. Nice little blue glass inside to set that little pot off.
They're all marked.
The hallmarks, so you can tell it's English with the hallmarks, because you've got the maker's mark there, and it's on all 4 bits as well, which is bonus.
All marked.
All marked.
Even the little spoon, it was this gorgeous little spoon, even that's managed to be stamped as well with the markings. So.
Well, literally all it is the letter here tells you usually the year it was made. You've got the line passant, which usually means it's been made in England and it's been passed as sterling. And the other mark on there will be the city it was made in. So usually Sheffield, Birmingham. They make stuff in Chester. They make stuff all over the place. Edinburgh, and then that's your company who made it. So we'll get the old microscope on that. Have a look.
Yeah, it's got a nice box to go with it.
Yeah.
The question is, you've got your salt, you've got your pepper, but what would you put in the middle? Mustard.
I think that depends on how far north you live.
Gravy. I don't think we'd get gravy in that. We'd need a nice big gravy boat for that. But lovely little item, especially in the middle of your table, Christmas or Easter special occasion of some sort.
Definitely, lovely. Let's put that away until we check the marks on it.
Okay, so box number 2. Right out.
So yeah, Ronson lighter.
We get lots of Ronson lighters.
Yeah. So this is sort of like a Japanese made, and they are really popular because they are really well made. This is a slightly more modern one in the whole scheme of things. Again, probably 70s by the looks of the design, but I really like it. We do have a few of these in stock. We've got the Ronson lighter pens in stock.
We've got them in stock, but we've not yet put them up for sale, just because we like to clean and make sure everything is as described when we're selling them. A lot of customer feedback on how well our items are clean, packaged, the descriptions, but when they do come up for sale, they tend to sell really quickly, so you've got to be quick and get in there with them.
So what I'd usually do is, not on this one because this is a more modern one where you just put the lighter fluid in, everything else is working, so it's not got any excess fuel in, but the other ones, because they are older, I have taken apart to make sure that there's no fuel still in there. You know, don't want any dangerous shipping, do we? We want to make sure everything's spot on. So, but stuff like that, if it is in need of a little bit of repair, will be on my other channel. Gareth Norman makes.
Yeah. Right. So the last box, ring box.
Oh.
Got a nice ring in there.
Don't move my hand out of the way. You love this thing, don't you?
That ring, if you look at it though, is very different in its appearance to modern wedding rings and engagement rings.
Well, they're white gold, aren't they?
These are white gold. I mean, that's gold and silver.
Yeah, it's got little stones in it.
I mean, it needs a good clean up. It's just more the intricate design on the edge, as much as the ring's round. It looks like there's little rectangles all the way around it.
But we'll get that in a little ultrasonic cleaner just to...
I mean, you can imagine it when it's all nice and clean. It'd make a lovely wedding, engagement, eternity ring. Just something a little bit different, really, isn't it?
Yeah. There is some marks on the inside of it, which I'll check to see if that gives us any idea of, you know, what where it was made, or what the composition of it is, you know. But yeah, it's gold and silver. Looking at it, it's most probably 9 carat gold. But yeah, that is a lovely little ring. So.
A little bit more research on that. And that's the end of that box.
That's the end of that box. Let's get on to the next one.
Okay.
Whoop. Actually, if you look at the highlights on it, it most probably is brass.
Well, you can tell, can't you, between copper and brass. Brass has got a very orangey sunset colour to it, and brass has got a very goldy colour to it.
It's a bit more golden, isn't it? Yeah.
I think where people struggle is the thickness of it. So this is obviously quite thin material.
Yeah, it's thinnish, isn't it? Yeah.
Because it is wall art. So let's turn it over.
You can see.
And it needs a bit of a clean. But the thing is, with brass and copper, any metals really, the price in it does fluctuate. The demand for it fluctuates.
But this is a nice charger. I like it.
Exactly, when you've got a nice piece, so decorative. it kind of is desirable.
I think what they'll use for is for serving fruit and vegetables and whatnot. But if you look around the edge, you've got all the fruits and veggies. You've got a nice pub scene in the middle there, and you've got some creepy dude at the top.
It actually looks like your green man.
Yeah. Well, a bit like a harvest sort of deal.
Yeah. And maybe it was used for the harvest. Like you say, with the fruit around it.
Yeah, I'd say whatever these sea monsters are, they look a bit vicious.
Yeah.
But cool. It's a nice one, that one.
Maybe it was for serving fish and fruit and bread and
bit of everything.
Bit of everything. I mean, dietary requirements were so different back then to what we've got. And maybe you got your nice bit of beer at the side of it.
That's it. Can't go wrong with a nice pint of beer. So we got a big box of games.
Games.
I do like games.
This is that's rather interesting in here.
Let's move those.
Let me move the box to the side. Have you got a stack of games there?
I've got a small stack of games. Let me just see. All of these are from the same company called Geographica Limited.
You've got boxes though. What about boards? Do we have a board for?
We have a board for each one. So let's just move these out of the way.
Looks like we do.
But yeah, Geographica Limited. What they did, they're in London, and they make globes, atlases, and everything like that. And in the middle, they made some board games as well.
So I've got a tour in England. I have a tour in Europe.
Motor chase across London.
Three full sets. We find with these older games where you've got the box of contents and the board, there's not the big packaging for the original cardboard box. They seem to get damaged or lost along the way.
Yeah, some of them didn't even come with them, but some of them did. But all these three are from the 30s and 40s. These are.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all complete and original. You've got the instructions in here somewhere, I'm sure. There we go. And you got the original.
You said that with the hope that it had the instructions.
In the hope that they had the instructions, I'm like, okay. But yeah, as you can see,
look at these.
You got your game map.
Metal as well.
But no, I have seen this game before, and apparently this is your sports car, your chase car, and then you've got the other ones to chase it around London to catch it, apparently. So
that's interesting. You don't really get a dice shaker anymore, do you, with games?
Well, it's made in England, Bakelite by the looks of it. But yeah, that's a nice little set. I'm really happy with that, to be honest.
So you hope now when we open the other boxes, they're complete and.
But what we'll do, some of these we'll put down. You'll see at the bottom the general value of them. Where we think we're going to price them as well. But yeah, as you can see, you've got Tour in England. And these were all the same style of games, as you can see. Oh, beautiful. So yeah, you've got your cards to play with. So, you've got your different, like, Lincolns over here somewhere. Where are we? This is all Lincolnshire here.
Yeah.
So.
Lincoln
up here.
Yeah.
You know what? I was thinking the other side of the wash.
No, but this
the lovely holiday destination.
The wrong way round.
That's it.
Shall we put the board the right way?
So you got the lovely holiday destination of Great Yarmouth, Cromer. Sorry, Cromer.
Just looking what else
Great Yarmouth. Saying it's a great holiday destination now. It's not the thing. Skeggy, the old Skeggy chip runs, on the motorbike.
So this is more our local side, but it's the full.
There we are, Leicester. And
you can go all the way to Penzance. You could go Penzance to John O'Groats.
No, John O'Groats is right
all
here
the way.
in Scotland.
Yeah, we only stop halfway up Scotland.
Touring England, not touring the United Kingdom.
I know, but we venture into Scotland up the top end of the board.
Yeah. But you can still get up to Newcastle.
We do go over to Wales as well.
And there's your neck of the woods in it up here.
Oh yeah, that's where I'm from.
But some really nice board.
Well, you can get penalties. So just like the traffic light system now and rules of the road.
That's it. But again, there We don't want to lose the instructions.
For them ones.
But yeah, all these games came in one lot, which you know, sometimes happens. You know, if people really into games or really like their old games.
We have a very, very large client base for vintage toys, vintage board games. Again, it's another item we can get quite a lot of. We can't keep up with the demand, especially in our shop at Freeman's Common Antique Centre in Leicester. We have a lot of customers come in.
But yeah, this is in the same vein as the other one.
Yeah.
Well, that's a Tarantino down there, but it's Toronto.
So yeah, we've got the same setup really, but it's you're going around Europe.
That's it. There we go.
Just out of curiosity, in Europe, do we have
you can tell the
USSR or are we split up?
No, the USSR's more up here,
yeah.
but you can tell a little bit more about the age because you've still got East and West Germany in there. So
yeah, so it shows you the age of it.
Yeah, even though what was that, the mid 80s, was it?
Early 90s, the war came down. Was it 1992? Was it?
Something around there. But
yeah.
Interesting, lovely. Okay, so next game. That's an old one. That is an old one. Right, this game is now this specific one is over 100 years old.
Yeah.
This specific box, it was about 1916 or 1916 to 1919 or something like that. Again, if I've got it slightly wrong, I'll put a little caption up to say, give you a little bit more details. But yeah, as you can see, you've got your little.
You must remember though as well, we do appreciate our viewers coming back to us with anything that we've got incorrect. We're more than happy to correct ourselves.
Constructive feedback.
All a learning curve.
But yeah, look at that. Some nice little information there. The only thing that's not in this box by the looks of it is I don't think we've got the instructions. But
the internet's a wonderful, useful tool these days, and I'm sure we might be able to find them along the way.
So what we'll probably do is we'll sell this without instructions, but without original instructions, and if we find them, we'll print out a copy and stick them in.
Yeah.
So you can still play it, but that, as it is, with instructions, I've seen them going for 60 to 70 quid.
Yeah.
So I reckon we've got 40 in that.
Yeah, because we do ours a bit more reasonable, our prices.
Yeah. Okay, so
we've got Chase next.
Okay. So it's a game of skill and chance.
It's Pepe's games. We do get a lot of those. Very, very popular.
So you've got the little GGs. I think we've still got some of the original stands. I think.
we've not got two there.
So. I think there's a couple missing there. It's no big deal. But yeah, you got all the water jumps. Do you want to get the other bit out to that? Because I can see just on the right hand side there. This usually goes in it.
Goes with it.
This actually folds into it, as you can see the little fold marks. But someone has kept this in absolutely pristine condition.
Well, it's good job you spotted that. I didn't realise that was in the box.
You got the rules in there as well. So yeah, that is really nice. But yeah, you got all your little jump cards and your galloping cards, and
you know, these are brilliant. A lot of people nowadays have games night, you know, with your likes of poker and those such games, and I think these horse racing games are quite a nice thing to
that's it.
To play with friends.
Gambling without the problems, as it were. Which can come across with gambling. Gamble responsibly if you do.
I'm sure we could gamble for sweeties or we had beer on that though.
So let's put this one on top of there.
So what have we got next?
The whole table then, with my fat there.
The Ace Football Pool game.
Okay. Originally made by Novelty Games.
I was going to say, in Leicester.
Limited in my home city.
Novelty Games Leicester. So here we've got the actual board itself. But again, it's what's in this one. So this one's got the cardboard base, and it's still got the original wooden pins.
Oh, we've moved on, have we?
We've moved on. We've just done the Ace football pool game. So you have to step out for a minute then, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, this is sort of an original Connect 4, I think we'll call it.
Good way of describing it.
Really cool game. Chad Valley, they do a lot of sort of like kids stuff now, don't they?
Yeah,
still?
so that's still going now.
Yeah.
So, well, it says here to make 5 in a row, whereas Connect 4 now is 4 in a row. So similar concept. A bit like noughts and crosses as well, really, isn't it? Try and block one another as well.
All derived from the same sort of thing, haven't they? So.
Yeah. So yeah, quite a good simple little game there. Okay, let's move on. Okay, there's one more game left in this box. Actually, we've got quite a good lot of games. Housing Drive. Fascinating game with skill and fun for 2 to 8 players. So, sounds very much like it's a kind of version of Monopoly. Am I wrong in there?
I think it might be something like that.
So,
again, it's a fairly old one. I think it's 20s, 30s. I think this was.
Oh, look at this. We've got instructions kept in really good condition. So opportunities for enjoyment. Again, Pepe's good make. Just trying to have a quick glance at what we could do. Offer escape from dullness, bring real enjoyment into the home and flash of excitement to any parter. So this is a game of skill, game of chance. Oh, it's based on your favourite sports, but full of incidents and thrills to make them universally entertaining. If you've seen this, we can have a battle royale. I Spy. And it tells you a brief description, how to start the game. So good set of instructions there.
I'll tell you what, whoever had these games before they were sold, have kept them in the instructions in pristine condition. Which I think's great. I think that's great.
Oh, look at this. License to build. We've got labour units, material units, power units, units for being employed.
Okay.
So it's pretty interesting.
There's a lot of cards there.
We can have government subsidiaries.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a bit like a Monopoly game, really, isn't it, I thought?
All the coins here are actual.
Wow, look at that.
Real metal. Thin. But yeah. What do they say on them? Anything in particular?
They've got Pepe's name on them.
Right.
Currency, just says currency at the top.
That's alright. And there's a couple of not interesting little dice on these ones.
The instructions will explain what they are.
But yeah, you've got all your...
Oh, what are these?
Basically like your...
Sales for surplus materials. Collect for... Yeah, so
these like your chance cards and your material cards and whatnot, so... But
it's a bit like Monopoly, really.
So that's all your complete card sets there.
Increasing costs there. Pay £100 for each unit employed.
But yeah,
so,
again, another game where everything is there.
Oh, look, we've even got little houses, little wooden houses like you do in Monopoly. So,
so it's got all your little
Yeah.
Bits of your little garden city.
Yeah, quite interesting.
I think that's probably when it was made, when the garden cities were started. So probably I don't know whether it was just before the war or just after the war they started the garden cities.
Yeah,
but
just after one.
But maybe it was just sort of like a sort of something that probably started before, thinking about it before, and
well, it came about, didn't it? When farmers were getting a little bit hard strapped for cash over the First and Second World Wars, and started to sell off land, and we had more better living spaces, as it were, from the slums of the big city.
Yeah.
So. I don't know if anyone's interested. It might be worth us doing a video. Yeah, that's everything.
Oh, is it?
But it might be. I don't know if anyone's interested. It might be worth us doing a video of actually playing some of these more interesting games, just to get a feel for what they are.
But they're cool.
But yeah, that's everything. So
happy days, are kept in cracking condition and
interesting.
Yeah. So that's it. Peace out. Whatever.
Well, we've got the task now of going through it all and cataloguing it and making sure everything's cleaned and everything's complete, ready for sale.
Yeah. But no, I think we've done really well with the games. I'm really happy with those. The Cruette set is nice. The lamp, that's going to be a beautiful looking lamp when that's finished. I'll probably have 350, 400 on that.
If anyone's interested in any of the repairs and restorations, they are on Gareth Norman Makes YouTube channel.
That'll be down in the description anyway. We'll put a link in there.
And then from Wildcard Curiosities on our website, I do try and do regular blogs on there. One of which was about going to auctions and what kind of stuff you can get, not getting carried away with your budget. There's lots of information on there. I do more specific blogs on there as well for certain items. So have a look and see what you think. And
I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all those things.
We do like interesting bits of information as well, so we're learning as we go all the time. So anyone that wants to provide information, input, we really do appreciate constructive feedback.
Yeah. The more we learn,
the more we can do these videos for people.
That's it. Right.
Thank you. Time for a cup of tea now.
No, definitely.